In the quiet village of Umunze, where stories live in every tree and whisper on every breeze, one woman stood out, Mama Ede, the rice seller whose baskets never ran dry. No one knew how her rice never finished. Some said it was prayer, others said it was magic. But when a curious young girl named Amara came into her life, a secret older than the village itself was uncovered. What Amara found would change everything, and not just for her. In the heart of Umunze village, Mama Ede was known by everyone. Her rice was the best in the market. White, soft, and sweet smelling. It cooked quickly and tasted like heaven. People came from other villages just to buy her rice. Even on days when food was scarce, Mama Ede's stall was full. Some said her rice never finished. Others whispered that her bags filled themselves overnight. But Mama Ede would just laugh and say, "It's prayer and hard work." She wore simple wrappers, tied her head with colorful scarves, and never showed off. But there was one strange thing. No one ever saw where she got her rice from, not even the other market women. Mama Ede lived alone in a small mud house near the edge of the village. Behind her house was a room that always stayed locked. The door was wooden and had red markings. Everyone knew never to ask questions. Children would dare each other to go near it, but none ever did. One day, she announced that she was looking for a young girl to help her at a store. Many girls applied, but she chose Amara, a 15-year-old girl whose parents were poor but honest. Amara was sharp, respectful, and eager to learn. She started working the next day. Mama Ede warned her gently, "You can help with everything, but don't ever open the back room." Amara nodded. She didn't ask why, but from that moment, her curiosity grew stronger each day. Amara loved working with Mama Ede. She learned how to measure rice properly, greet customers with smiles, and count money without mistake. Every day, Mama Ede gave her leftover rice to take home. Her family started eating well again. Her mother always prayed for Mama Ede. "She's an angel in disguise," her mother would say. But Amara couldn't stop thinking about the back room. Why was it always locked? Where did the rice come from? Mama Ede never carried sacks into the market. Still, there was always more rice the next day. Amara began watching closely. One night, she stayed a bit longer than usual. Mama Ede didn't notice. That night, Amara saw a soft light coming from the back room, even though the door was shut. One afternoon, Mama Ede left for the stream and told Amara to clean the front stall. "Don't go into the back," she reminded her. Amara nodded, but her heart was beating fast. This was her chance. As soon as Mama Ede left, Amara tiptoed into the house. She stood before the door and pushed gently. To her surprise, it wasn't locked. The room smelled of herbs and smoke. In the center was a large wooden drum covered in red cloth. Something inside was moving. Amara lifted the cloth slowly. Her eyes widened. The drum was full of small white birds glowing softly. As she stared, the birds shimmered, and suddenly, they turned into tiny grains of white rice. She gasped. "This is no ordinary rice," she whispered. Just then, the door creaked open behind her. Mama Ede stood at the door, her face filled with fear and sadness. Amara froze, not knowing what to say. "Amara." Mama Ede's voice was quiet but firm. "Why did you open it?" Amara fell to her knees, trembling. "I'm sorry, Mama. I didn't mean any harm. I was curious." Tears rolled down her face. She thought Mama Ede would beat her or send her away. But Mama Ede simply walked in and sat beside her. "You've seen the secret now," she said softly. "I've kept it for many years, even from my own sisters." Amara looked up, confused. What? What are those birds? Mama Ede explained. They are spirit birds. Long ago, my grandmother was given this magic by a forest priestess. The birds bring food in times of need, but only those with a clean heart can keep them. They turn into rice when they are treated kindly and sung to at night. If greedy hands try to steal them, they vanish forever. Amara was amazed. Why me? She asked. Why not someone older? Mama Ede looked into her eyes. Because I see your heart. You are honest, and your family has suffered. You never stole from me, even when my back was turned. Amara wiped her tears. I promise to keep the secret, she said. Mama Ede smiled. Then from today, you are no longer just my helper. You are now my apprentice. Amara began learning the ways of the spirit birds. Mama Ede taught her how to sing to them each night with a gentle hum. They respond to calm hearts, she explained. If you are angry or greedy, they hide. Amara listened carefully. She brought water mixed with special herbs into the room, just as she was taught. Slowly, the birds began to recognize her. They chirped softly when she entered. Sometimes, they danced in the air before turning into rice. It was like magic. But it wasn't just about rice. It was about care, peace, and truth. Mama Ede explained, this gift isn't just for selling. It's for feeding, for healing. Never use it to show off or cheat. In time, Amara became trusted with everything. Mama Ede grew older, her bones softer, her steps slower. Soon, this whole secret will be yours, she told Amara. But promise me something. Never reveal the birds to anyone who is not chosen, even if they offer you gold or land. Amara promised. She kept her heart humble. When other sailors asked how she and Mama Ede never ran out of rice, she smiled just like Mama Ede did. Prayer and hard work, she would say. Some laughed, some envied, but no one knew the truth. And Amara never broke her promise. She began to understand that some secrets are sacred, and not everything is meant to be explained. Years passed. One rainy season, Mama Ede grew very ill. Amara cared for her day and night, making herbal teas and singing to her like she once sang to the birds. One evening, as the thunder rolled across the sky, Mama Ede called her close. It is time, my daughter. You are now the keeper of the birds. She handed Amara the red cloth, the old songbook, and a carved pendant. Protect the birds. Feed the hungry. Stay pure. With tears in her eyes, Amara held her hand until her last breath. The next morning, the village mourned. Mama Ede was buried with honor. The rice sellers all came to show respect. They whispered, "What will happen now?" But the very next market day, Amara opened the store. The same sweet rice sat in baskets. The same warm smile welcomed customers. People whispered, "How is she still selling?" But Amara only said, "It's prayer and hard work." Deep inside, she carried the secret, not just of the birds, but of loyalty, love, and quiet magic. Children grew up hearing her story. Some tried to guess the truth, but only Amara and the birds knew. And every night, as she sang softly into the back room, the spirit birds glowed, turned into rice, and waited to feed the village once more.